Hey guys, this is my 1958 Carmen Ghia that I got off of Facebook Marketplace. It cost me $250 and fortunately it came with an engine that spins. I'm pretty sure we could get this started and we could even drive it on the road. I posted the process of removing the whole engine on my reels. If you want to see that, you could go ahead and go to my channel. But this is me removing it and actually dropping it down from the Carmen Ghia by myself. And this is it. Let's start removing this header, or intake if you will. It is two 10mm bolts. Alright guys, I got the bolts out. Now we're just gonna hit it with a little bit of... Headers are off. This is a 30mm. Oh yeah. And here it is. This is the jaw pulley. Pulleys out. Now I'm pretty sure there's two flatheads that we need to take care of. One right here and one right here. Guys, don't struggle. Get one of these bad boys with the base extension. Look how easy it is.
If you try to do it with the handheld flathead, you're gonna strip it. I'm telling you right now. You need some other doilies. Fuck. Hold on, I can't do it with one hand.
As you can see, easy peasy and a squeezy. All right, now let's take this fan shroud out. All right, let's take it out. Okay, now we're gonna get the J-tube removed. Usually to remove it is two bolts, two hex nuts, sorry. One hex nut here and one hex nut in the bottom. It should... Let's go ahead and pull this out. All right, now it should come off. Just like that, in one single piece. I gotta clean this area. A whole bunch of crud and a whole bunch of cleaning. It looks alright. Let's take the valve covers off, bolts, heads, and then see how it is in the pistons, and then we'll clean it. But let's try to get this engine started. After I don't know how many years, it's cruddy, but we're gonna get it started. All right, guys, I got everything labeled. So this is the flywheel, cylinder 1, cylinder 2, and right side. Valve cover to begin with. Very disgusting. Whoa. Believe these are 13 or 12mm. So let's go ahead and take off these two bolts right here. All right, guys, I got the rockers off, push rods out. Now we're just taking off these bolts to take off the head. All right, guys, we got all the bolts out. Now what we're doing is just making sure we get all the washers out. All right, guys, I got all the washers off, rocker arm off, push rods out. Now we're just gonna go ahead and pull this out. Okay, guys, we just barely pulled it out. And this is how it looks like. This is can't really see the sides that good. All right, guys, we just took out the jugs. Now we're just taking off the pistons. Take off the clip. This is number one. All right, I'm gonna show you how I take off the piston. So you gotta get your nut and you gotta twist it. Twist it so you can have the best height you can get. Now you gotta take out these locks. Go out like that. Take it on the other side as well. The snap ring snapped inside and went inside the block. No. Guys. Guess what though, y'all? I was taking off the piston on the other side, and I was taking off the sleeve for cylinder number 4, I believe, or I think it was 3. We were able to see something. It was a snap ring. The snap ring snapped and it landed on top of the piston rod, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So we got extremely lucky with that, and we were able to remove it and continue with our build.
I don't want to accidentally drop it under there. It was literally right here, guys. Ah, Jesus Christ. These are 1300 pistons, not really something I want, but I have the heads, I have pistons, I have everything I need, even the push rods. Not even the push rods are going to change. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure we could do that. How about that? Pretty good. All right, guys. So we cleaned the pistons up. As you can see, they look really good. We got them compressed. We set the rings to where they need to be. Piston ready to go. So I did put some oil. All right, we're ready for pistons. We were able to clean these up. This is piston number 2, and as you can see, we cleaned them up pretty good. Just a little bit, not a lot. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. Now that we have this piston installed, now we can install this one. It's the same process. There it is. Now let's just slap this bad boy on. Do not forget. This is a trick I learned from Technical Averso. Put some grease on them so they could sit good. The first sequence at 15 foot-pounds. 15. Now we're doing the second head at 15. We're gonna do the first one, but we're gonna do it at 20. Now we're gonna do the second head, but at 23. Do the first head at 23 now. So now we're gonna install these rock arms. They do have washer shims in the back, so I am gonna have to do it with 2 hands. All right, now that we have them in the tie-in, we're gonna torque them down to 18 foot-pounds. We're gonna adjust the gap on the rockers and the valves. So we want to get it on. Okay. Now we have it on number 1. Should be adjusted at 15 millimeters, 0.15 millimeters on the gap. That's so weird. I wonder why it's like that. Okay. Now we're just tying it with this. Alright guys, one thing that we're gonna have to do is change this. The outside diameter of this is too small because of the generator that I had before. It was a 6 volt. Since we're switching it to a 12 volt, which is a little bit more beefier, we're gonna have to change this. It's not letting me go down. So yeah, so let's go ahead and change this. Put that one in here. Take off all 4 13 millimeter bolt hex nuts, take it off, and put the new one in. Alright, here she is. This is the 1300cc engine on the Volkswagen. We're gonna start it up. Here's a carb. I have okay, we have oil pressure, but no alternator light. Excuse me, generator light. Okay, first let's turn it on and then we'll worry about the charging system after. Right now I'm just playing with the carburetor, making sure that everything is good. Right now it's sounding really choppy, and it was one of the first things that I noticed. Something really needed to be looked at for sure. Another thing that I noticed was that the oil pressure light took a while to come back, and the alternator light, or generator light, sorry, was not working. But we did check with that multimeter and the battery is charging. But for some reason we're getting a short from the regulator itself. So it was wanting to turn off. So I was thinking maybe it wasn't getting enough gas. Right here, what I'm doing is making sure all the cylinders are working. Cylinder 3 is working just fine. Cylinder 1, I'm not getting any response. And that's not good. I was curious to check. Was it maybe cylinder 1 and cylinder 2? So I went ahead and pulled out both cables just to double check. Yeah, be careful. That's a fuel line. All right, before you guys see the next clip, my initial thought was, let's find a vacuum leak. Maybe there's a vacuum leak that we don't know, loose bolts, maybe, I don't know, maybe a bad seal. So I decided to get brake cleaner. This is one of the ways that you find vacuum leaks. And something that I didn't know, or I did know, but I just didn't take into account, I also have an exhaust leak. So spraying brake cleaner all over the engine with an exhaust leak, well, I'm gonna let you guess what happened after. We're getting spark. We have good connection to the spark plug, so I have a feeling it's the rockers for sure. What I'm doing here, I'm just checking the timing on the distributor, and it checked out well. While I was here, I was just making sure I set the engine to TDC, which is top dead center on cylinder 1. And then from there, we went ahead and checked the gap on the rockers and the valves, just to double check that everything was good, and it wasn't. I needed to adjust it. They were literally opening the valves on its cylinder, but as you can see, we were able to fix the issue. Alright, so that's how it was. Just setting the rockers, the adjustments on the valves, and it turned right on. I just think the oil pressure light doesn't work that good, but it does turn on. We did switch out the carb. It did have a stock 28 pig, but I think the lines were clogged. I need to rebuild it. So I just switched out a rebuild carb that I had, that I rebuilt it beforehand. It works good. Alright guys, just adding our final quart because it didn't need a quart of oil. We don't really use this in the winter. We're not going to use this in the winter time, only during the summer, and during the summer here in Utah, it's hot. So let's see. Guys, I just wanted to wait until the street was all by itself, but it drives really freaking slow compared to my 1600cc. Alright, let me show you guys. We're on third gear right now. 30 miles per hour. I'm gonna go to fourth. I'm going 35 miles per hour. Fourth gear. Right now we're going about 45, close to 50 miles per hour. And that's it. Look, no oil pressure light, no nothing. Let's go to this park right here so we could